Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my first, but going to be one of many more TV show or movie reviews, suggestions or alike commentaries which I will share with you here under the title What to Watch While Sitting at Home. I hope you like and enjoy the way I have presented them to you here on my personal channel. Please give me your comments on how you like them, thus I can improve where necessary. Because these videos are for you. If you like them or feel there's something off, I will be happy to listen and make them better. So let's get started. Here are a few photos of a newly arising star. I'd like to ask you if you can recognize who he is. Have a close look. These eyes, as if you have seen them before. There's something about them. Looks kinda familiar though, but you can't really place them yet. I also got surprised when I saw these photos, and that's why I wanted to show you the amazing change of his look. Here's a little hint. If you have been watching Vikings, yes, then I think you know now who I am talking about. You got it. This is the famous Ragnar Lothbrok, or known as his real name, Travis Fimmel. What a change, huh?
Go! Full well today, Bia.
Thank you, Uncle.
You have a lot to learn.
And here comes my second trivia question. I believe this one is a little easier. Can you make it out who this fella is? Yep, already figured it out? Okay, let's see together who that is. This is Jackson Teller, as his role name, or known as Jax in a TV show called Sons of Anarchy. And his real name is Charlie Hunnam. And now, why did I bring up these two? Surely there's a good reason for it. Now, you see, they reminded me of another two great actors from the past. Let's go back to the 70s, 1970s. On one hand, we have Robert Redford, and on the other, the famous Paul Newman. What a great combination, right? At their time, when they were one of the most popular young male actors, they starred together at two very known movies, which I also suggest you to watch while you are sitting at home, and if you like, of course, old classics. Can you already guess which ones I'm referring to? If you are below 30ish, you may have less of an idea, because after the 90s, neither their names nor their movies were much circulated anymore, and you may not have come across some of their great films. Well, let me help you. The first one is called Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, a classical western.
Until me and Harvey get the rules straightened out.
Rules? In a knife fight? No rules.
Well, if there ain't gonna be any rules, let's get the fight started. Someone count 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is a great film just due to the pairing of Paul Newman and Robert Redford.
Well, that ought to do it.
Think you use enough dynamite there, Butch? You just keep thinking, Butch. That's what you're good at.
These two work so well together that the film would have been impressive no matter what.
I'll jump first. No.
Then you jump first.
No, I said.
What's the matter with you?
I can't swim!
Todos ustedes arismense a la pared.
They're against the wall already!
However, with a smart story and great direction by George Roy Hill, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid was a smash hit of 1969, as it achieved box office dominance and won more Oscars, 4 in all together, than any other film that year. Can you think of a second blockbuster film they starred together? If you have guessed The Sting, then you're absolutely right. In this movie, they come as two capable con men where they are about to pull off their biggest con ever. After watching the con, if you feel left outside of the game plan in your first viewing, never fear. The second time of watching, you will enjoy it just as much, but it will mean more. Certainly it's a film you'll want to see a second time. It won 7 Oscars along with 7 other wins and 6 nominations altogether.
Great Henry Gondor.
Both are great movies I recommend for anyone who has not seen them yet. Even if you have, it's always worthwhile to watch them again. Not only the stories, but to see these two actors and together is really a don't miss out in your lifetime type of must-see role characters. Back to our original couple. Now, wouldn't that be something to see them both in a similar western-like movie, or perhaps a remake of The Sting with a totally new con twist? I believe it would become a great hit, similar to what Robert De Niro and Al Pacino have brought us over the years. While mentioned of these two, not to forget their latest Netflix original movie, The Irishman. A must-see movie, not only because of the performance of their acting, but also as it is a masterpiece put together by Martin Scorsese. But for now, let me show you in which movies either of our two young generation stars have acted recently, after their successes in their own TV shows. Here they are. Charlie Hunnam in Papillon, 2017. A remake of the original back in 1973 with Dustin Hoffman and another great actor, Steve McQueen. Here, a quick peek on both versions.
And you're Mr. Dega's friend, huh?
Well,
There's one thing about San Loren that you'll like. We never separate old friends. Kilo 40, both of them, today's transport.
What is Kilo 40?
The Gentleman, 2019, together with Matthew McConaughey and Hugh Grant.
I can be dangerous if I want to be. Get the fuck out now.
Sit down, Power, before you get yourself into more trouble.
How do you know my name? How the fuck does he know my name?
I know all your names. I know where you went to school. I know who your parents are. And I know you'll suck a cock for a £5 bag. Now sit.
King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, 2017, directed by Guy Ritchie. Acted together with Eric Bana and Jude Law.
What kind of a man would you become? You felt it, didn't you? The power.
It was Vortigern who murdered your father. But what you didn't account for is what you can do with this sword.
I'm gonna kill him.
Put him on his knees!
Travis Fimmel in Finding Steve McQueen, a 2019 make film. Here, I really loved his acting.
There's something that I gotta tell you. You're really not gonna like it.
Your real name's Harry.
Harry James Barber.
And you changed your name because why?
The FBI's looking for me to rob the bank in California.
And?
It's the biggest bank heist in U.S. history. Look it up. That's when it all started to go sideways.
456 boxes smashed open. They were obviously looking for something specific.
He's a crook, and crooks don't know how to stop when they're ahead.
You never told me your dad was the sheriff.
What's your name again?
Steve McQueen.
Raised by Wolves, a TV series of 10 episodes of the first season, where he seems to have a similar character as in the Vikings, but this time in the future.
A new world. That you start. Won't have the same problems that ended our world on Earth. These children are the future of humanity.
Our enemies built an ark, which is now headed here. The only known planet where humans can survive.
And should the Mithraik's Ark ever make it here, you will not listen to their words. They believe that allowing androids to raise human children is a sin.
All this said, let me introduce you to another great but today's made Western. A less known and maybe missed out but really great one. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It is hilarious, funny, yet serious in its own way. A 2018 make film. It is made of 6 different stories, all independent from each other, each showing different tales with its unique characters of its time.
Well, folks, things have a way.
A singing gunslinger, a bank robber, a traveling impresario, an elderly prospector, a wagon train, and a perverse pair of bounty hunters.
You know the story. There are 2 kinds of people.
Lucky and unlucky?
I'd appreciate it if you'd deposit your weapon in the receptacle by the swinging doors.
And if I don't?
The tales vary from funny to ruthless, from harrowing to ironic and horrifying. I can easily say there is a real authentic Western feel to them, a real grit. You may get bored perhaps at one of the stories, but all others are truly powerful and worth watching.
Harvesters of souls.
Certainly you need to be a Western fan, otherwise you may not feel what I felt when watching it. A quick look to its directors. The Coen brothers have certainly added their unique touch, and again I can confidently say they nailed it.
Best not play too fancy.
So that's it for today, folks. See you next time. If you like my What to Watch at Home film suggestions, please leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe.